December decides your destiny. Let's build the you that wins in 2026. Welcome to Unbreakable. Hey, welcome, everybody. December is a great time. People have birthdays in December. It's a celebration. Of Christmas and the beginning of a new year, the close of fourth quarter, and going into the holidays. And January starts. People will start doing their year's uh, New Year's resolutions, and just things that they're gonna start thinking about, reflecting on that they want to do differently. And so, one of the things that I know champions do and people who go to another level, they don't wait until that time to prepare. They actually prepare before that time gets here. And that's really what Unbreakable about. It's really about positioning yourself in a way that helps you prepare so that you can move faster, so that you can go higher, so that you can collaborate with more people, so that you can get the support that you need. And these type of things will help you to elevate and win your 2026 like you've never won before. And so I want to jump right into I had some questions that was inbox, so I'm going to start with a couple of the questions here as I get my screen set up. One of the questions from the audience was, "Where do I even start? I want um, next year to be different, but I don't know what to focus on in December." And so a lot of people do feel overwhelmed about where to start, because a lot of times we feel uh, like even though we've worked on things, that there's so much more we want. And I think one of the things that I would do, I would start and create things that I was grateful for the year. Um, there are so many things that I am grateful for. It helps to take the pressure off of always focusing on what we need to correct. What do we need to correct? What do we need to work on? What do we need to grow on? What do we need to grow on? Yes, we need to work. Yes, we need to grow. Yes, we need to correct some things. But it's also great to sit back and really take a look. Look, first of all, you woke up this morning. Some people did not wake up this morning. And you should be grateful just in the sense, and just make your grateful list. Just in the month of December, they let my wife got blessed with a $600 ticket, and she got a raise, and I was able to win an award as personal development coach of the year, recognized by Flux. I met some great people. I've started some collaborations already, contracts that we already working on and trying to get those things started for 2026. And so just start with your list of gratitude. If you don't know where else to start there. And then coaching point number one would be, do a review of your systems. Audit your systems, not just your goals. And when I mean your systems, and that is, sometimes when you haven't met your goals, um it's really the system that didn't support your goals. And so in December, that's where you really take a look at the foundation of what it is you need to fix. Identify what's missing. Uh, what sort of things did you do to work on making more money? How much time did you put in? And I'm not talking about trading dollar for hour. I'm talking about how much time did you spend planning what you want to do? What type of habits did you put in place? Or what type of habits do you need to remove? What type of communications do you need to have with different people? And so one of the communications I've had more this year than ever before was with what is it called? Universal IUL, Universal Life Insurance. And that works totally different than any other type of insurance. But those conversations help me to look at better at planning from a financial standpoint. Um, and and that I thought that that was a really good information to get so that you can start working on things that you want to be able to prepare for. So look at your systems that's kind of broke. Um, Put in place. How about taking a look at the people you hang out with? How about taking a look at that? How about taking a look at um eh, eh, the people that's in your circle? Are they studying? What are they talking about? Are they elevating? And I'm not saying everybody in your circle has to be that way, but almost kind of sorta. It's okay to have your road warrior, your road dog, somebody to ride with you. But if all five people ride with you and you don't have anybody pulling and going forward, that can be hold you down as well or not elevate you. And you want to be able to strengthen the type of supports you need and eliminate what drains you. You don't really want things that's going to constantly drain on your time. And you want to also be able to just build simple, repeatable processes. Working, if you an entrepreneur, if you in business or you selling something, working on those funnels and those sales systems and those particular processes in place that can work while you sleep, that takes work. And that in alone is a focus all on itself. And so a goal without a system, and I said it earlier in the week, a goal without a system is just a wish. You need to build a type of a structure that makes sure that you win it automatically. You want to be able to put that in place. And coaching point number two, upgrade your environment for the life that you want. If you take a look at plants, certain plants, they grow and they need more water. Certain plants don't need a lot of water. Some plants need sun. Some plants don't need a lot of sun. Some plants need the shade and very minimum type of water. And so what type of environment do you need in order to know how you can grow best in? Audit your circle. Who feeds you, who slows you down, who distracts you, and then redesign your physical space so that it can support your clarity and kind of breathe some excellence and kind of help you focus. It's kind of hard to be in an environment where all people do is complain or have a negative thought, or they always see the glass as half empty when you trying to see the glass as half full. Everybody's relationship is broke around you. You're not around nobody that has successful relationships, so then you don't have successful relationships. Uh, uh, it- audit your circle and remove people, remove places and remove patterns that keep you tied to old type of behavior or old type of thinking, because your environment is either training you to rise or it's training you to stay the same. And that's super important for your growth. Coaching point number 3, we I think when it comes down to preparing in December, identifying your 2026 growth identity. Uh here's what I'm trying to communicate. You don't really rise to the goal. You kind of rise to the identity that's required to achieve the goal. So you can have a goal, but if you used to being lazy and not finishing things, you can have all the goals you want, you can have all the vision boards you want, but really you have to work on your identity. What sort of things do you need to have in place in order to shift your identity? For example, what version of you, what would you look like? What change, what mindset type of habits and standards would you need to change in order to be more, in order to win 2026? Uh, is that mindset speaking more positive? Is a habit waking up and praying more in the morning, or is a habit journaling more in the morning? Is a habit writing down and keeping track of your taxes better? If you make jewelry and you love making jewelry, but you don't really want to get into the business and sales part, who do you need to, who can you collaborate with? Who can you trust that can help you do sell for you so that all you can do is spend time enjoying? I know a couple of people who are really great, and they will go to a trade show and that's fun. But when you look at their designs need to be worldwide, and they need to have some systems in place, and they can be able to move their product worldwide. But if that's not their strength, then that's a mindset. And that's something that you will actually be able to work on in order to shift what you're trying to do. And then you got to just decide what you just going to stop tolerating from yourself and start moving forward. I know one of the things for me is we did really good this year working on More Money Mondays. But this last quarter, it seemed like every Monday something got in the way, or I allowed something to get in the way. I allowed something to get in the way and wasn't as effective in the fourth quarter with doing More Money Mondays. So I have to make an adjustment to figure out what it is that I need to do. And that's one of those mindsets, one of those habits that I have to shift going forward. So that's just an example. And then in December, you want to practice your future identity now so that in January, the first comes, it's not a shock. It's already in a continuation type of motion. And when your identity upgrades, your results have no choice but to follow. And just remember, it's not what you focus on, it's what you prepare before and after the storm that determines whether you stay broken or become unbreakable. Hey, y'all, that's my time. Everybody have a